Your dog is lying at your feet right now. Not near the door, not by the food bowl, at your feet. Most people assume this is just habit, or that dogs do this with anyone. But behavioral science just figured out something completely different. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly what your dog is communicating through 5 specific behaviors, and why the science behind each one will change the way you see every quiet moment you share together. And when we get to number 4, what scientists found specifically about senior dog owners, that part surprised even the researchers. If this channel is new to you, subscribe now. Every week, we bring you the science behind your dog's unconditional love. Now, let us begin. Sign 1. They follow the grief, not the treat. You walk into a room and sit down quietly. No food, no leash, no signal of any kind. Your dog gets up, crosses the room, and lies down beside you. Most people think this is trained behavior, a dog following a routine and reward. In 2019, researchers at the University of Vienna studied 80 dog and owner pairs and found something different. Dogs do not move toward owners based on food cues alone. They move based on emotional signal detection, reading micro-expressions, breathing rhythm, and body posture invisible to the human eye. The compound involved is called cortisol synchrony. When your stress hormone rises, your dog's stress hormone rises in response within minutes. For seniors living alone, this runs deeper than most people realize. The house gets quieter after retirement, after loss, after children move away. Your dog is not following the food. Your dog is following you. That is not habit. That is family. Sign 2. They guard your sleep without being asked. 3 in the morning, the house is completely still. Your dog is not asleep on the other side of the room. They are pressed against you, or positioned at the foot of the bed, facing the door. Popular advice often says dogs sleep with owners simply because it is warmer or more comfortable for them. In 2021, a study published in the journal Anthrozoös tracked overnight sleep positions of 120 dogs and found something different. Dogs consistently position themselves between their owner and the nearest entrance, regardless of temperature or comfort variables. The behavior is called guardian proximity, a survival instinct rooted in 15,000 years of co-sleeping between dogs and humans. For seniors living alone, this matters in a way that goes beyond science. There are nights when the quiet is very loud. There are nights when the weight of everything you carry settles in at 3 in the morning. Your dog already knows. Your dog is already there. That is not coincidence. That is family. Sign 3. They bring you things when you are sad. You are having a hard day. Nothing dramatic, just heavy. And your dog walks over holding a toy, a sock, something from the floor. People laugh at this. They call it silly dog behavior. But in 2017, researchers at Goldsmiths University of London studied what dogs do when their owners display signs of distress. Dogs consistently moved toward distressed owners faster than toward calm owners, and many carried an object as they approached. The researchers identified this as empathic approach behavior. The dog is attempting to offer something, not because it was trained to, but because something in the dog registered your need. The compound at work is oxytocin, the same bonding hormone released between mothers and newborns, and it rises in both the dog and the owner during these moments of comfort. And when we get to number 4, this one surprised even the researchers, because what they found specifically about senior dog owners changes everything about these small, ordinary moments. That is not a dog being goofy. That is a dog saying, "I see you and I am here." That is not instinct. That is family. Sign 4. They change your pace for you. You have noticed it, maybe without naming it. Your dog walks beside you differently than they once did. Slower, closer, matching your stride without being told. In 2022, a team of researchers at the University of Milano-Bicocca examined walking patterns between dogs and senior owners over 65. They found that dogs who had lived with senior owners for more than 3 years actively reduced their natural walking pace by an average of 31% when beside their owner. This was not observed in younger owner groups at the same rate. The researchers called it pace mirroring, a behavior linked to the same neural systems that govern human attunement between long-term partners. Think about that. Your dog has studied your pace. Your dog has learned your rhythm. Not because you asked, because somewhere across 15,000 years of living beside us, dogs developed the capacity to match the person they love. For seniors living alone, this finding carries real weight. After a spouse passes, after the house empties, after the rhythm of daily life changes completely, your dog still walks beside you, at your pace, at your speed, without complaint. That is not a dog following you. That is a dog choosing you. That is family. Sign 5. They watch your face more than anything else in the room. Put your dog in a room with sounds, smells, movement. Watch where their eyes go first. They go to your face. In 2015, researchers at the University of Helsinki used eye-tracking technology on dogs and found that dogs spend more time looking at their owner's face than at any other stimulus in the environment, including other dogs. This behavior is called referential looking, a form of gaze checking that appears in human infants at around 9 months of age as a sign of secure attachment. Dogs are the only non-primate species known to spontaneously develop this behavior toward humans. The science is clear. Your dog is not looking at you because you have food. Your dog is looking at you because your face is their reference point for what is safe, what is real, and what comes next. For many seniors who have spent years being the one who checks on everyone else, the one who worries, who looks after, who carries others, this finding means something particular. Your dog is checking on you, quietly, constantly, without needing to be asked. That is not a dog being distracted. That is a dog who has made you their whole world. That is not ownership. That is family. Here is what all of this science is really saying. Your dog did not choose you because you feed them or shelter them, though you do. Your dog chose you the way family is chosen, through presence, through time, through the slow and unremarkable accumulation of ordinary days. They learned your pace, they read your face, they moved toward your sorrow, they guarded your sleep. That is not a pet. That is a relationship built across 15,000 years of evolution and sealed in every quiet moment you have ever shared. For many of you watching, your dog has been through things with you that no one else witnessed. The mornings that were very hard to start, the rooms that felt too quiet, the moments when you said you were fine and your dog came and sat beside you anyway. You were right to feel what you felt in those moments. The science confirms it was real. Let that land. If this video gave you something today, subscribe to Dog is Still Here. Every week, we bring you the science behind the bond you already know is real. And tell us in the comments, which of these 5 signs does your dog show you most? Or does your dog show you all of them? Next week, we are looking at something that surprises most senior dog owners. What your dog is actually thinking during those long, quiet evenings when they just watch you. Until then, give your dog a moment today.